So welcome back here now to our Polo Line viewers, to our Habtoor Polo Resort Club. We've got a lovely drone shot there. And our second match here this afternoon is going to be between Habtoor Polo and Bangash by Dobson and Horrell. And we'll just have the two teams lining up here now for a formal presentation in front of the marvellous IFSA Lounge. And so, playing for Habtoor at number 1, it is Mohammed Al Habtoor. Put your hands together now, ladies and gentlemen. Playing off 0 goals. Playing at number 2, it will be, when he's got his stirrups, his knitting sorted out and everything else, it's the one and only Jose Araja. Watch him, he's quick, he's fast. He's been a great find here for this Habtoor team. Playing at number 3, substituting for Bautista Bejiga, it is Facundo Fernandez Llorente. Fitting in for the finals the other day and coming up with the win of the Gold Cup. And at number 4, it is the one and only Juan Jaureche. They're making 20 goals. And for Bangash by Dobson and Horrell in the white shirts, playing at number 1, it is Haida Bangash. Playing at number 2, it is Facundo Kelly on 3 goals from the Argentine. At number 3, it is Tomasito Fernandez Llorente on 8 goals. And at the back door, it is the big man himself. It's Alfredo Capella Barabucci. Although they're a 19-goal team, this is an open tournament, therefore they will start off 0-0. And the two teams will take them over to the far side of the field. And our umpires on the field are Matthias Babeni, who's in screenshot there at the moment, and Peter Wright, with the third man being Jason Dixon. So the final warm-up being done on these ponies here to get this second match underway here now. See Facu just warming up there. He stepped in to replace Bautista for the final of the Silver Cup. They came away with a trophy on that one there, so they're looking for everything here in this Gold Cup tournament. They'd love to do the double bubble and come home with the silver and the gold here this year. The umpire just explained to them and working out which way the players are going to be going. It looks like they are going to swap over, and we're going to have Bangash going from right to left, heading towards the villas, and from left to right toward the scoreboard will be the red shirts of Habtoor. So please get in contact with us on our social media, on Instagram, Polo Line OK, on Facebook, Polo Line Int, and Polo Line TV for YouTube, or of course on the app, of course. And the backhand comes in after the line out, trying to get onto that one there. Llorente couldn't get onto it, taken out by Capella, and it's picked up now by Tomasito over the halfway line, opens that shoulder, drives that ball up over the top of the players here, looking there for Haida. Haida trying to get onto that one there, but Mohammed just gets himself placed nicely onto it. The ride-off comes in by Haida, and the ball's left for Jaureche. Jaureche, the backhand underneath the tail for Facu to come onto. That's Facu Llorente. Llorente onto it here now. We've got a couple of Facus and a couple of Llorentes out there on the field. But first to surface with it on the boards after taking the man was Capella. Capella in the maroon helmet here. Says it's that one up forward. Was looking for the player, came off the back of the pony, looking for that one there. On sight it was Jaureche. Thought that he had something on that one there, but you got Kelly was hooked off out of it, and it's now turning the play. It's going to be Facu Llorente. Facu pulls it away there from Capella up the middle of the field here now. He's got Mohammed going out there towards the picnic area side, but to get onto that one first, looks like it's going to be Capella. He slows it down, takes the man, turns the play, turns away from the player here now, gets some protection from Kelly, tries to get away from it, but it's stolen away from him there by Araja. Araja comes away here now, he sends that one out the front door. Sorry, it was sent there by Facu Llorente. Up here now for Facu. Facu got past Tomasito here now. It's Llorente, it's Araja going towards goal. Araja in front and through the goal it is, and the first goal on the board there here now for Habtoor Polo by Jose Araja. He's quick, he's sharp, he's fast, he knows where to be, and the players always know he's going to be going up forward, up the front door and wanting to finish it off. When he gets possession of that ball, it's very rare that he misses. And so, ladies and gentlemen, the two teams will go back towards the middle of the field here now. Changing ends, of course. For umpire right to bowl this ball in play. ball, ball into play, out the back of the line out. Capella's going to come up with the spoils here now. Capella being given a bit of a nudge and a shove there by Llorente, but it's now going to be Tomasito. Llorente comes onto it, yields off it, leaves it by Capella, who goes with the bomb of a neck shot, looking for Haider Bangash, but first onto it is going to be Mohamed Habtoor. Mohamed comes up onto the play, takes this one round and across and away from the goals, but he leaves it this time, and it's Haider to pick it up. Haider tries to straighten it up, but shows too much of that onto Llorente, and Llorente looks to come away there, avoids the hook from Kelly, but Kelly, tenacious as ever, does get that hook in, but this time it's left now for Jauretche. Jauretche taps that ball up forward. Jauretche sends that one out there for Facu. Facu trying to get onto it, but Kelly's just smothering him out of that play. Couldn't pick it up, neither of the players, but it's picked up by Tomasito. Tomasito up onto it, gets away there from Facu Llorente. He sends this one forward here now. It's going towards goal, sending Jauretche back. You see the good discipline there, makes a turning play, but there's a barnyard mile. He could have gone and had a cup of tea by the time Capella got there, so he's got enough time to turn around and get away up the field. He yields off it and leaves it looking over his shoulder because he knows Capella's going to be coming back at him, does Llorente. And it is Facu Llorente sends that ball forward as Capella gets closer to him, and he goes himself as Jauretche comes in behind to close that back door once more. Waiting for him up front there is Tomasito. Comes on the inside of him, does Alfredo. Goes one way, goes the other. Goes with the big neck shot and bombs that one into the danger zone. In towards the goal it goes, but it looks like it is going to be Facu. Facu tries to get onto it, takes the man, leaves it now for Tomasito. Pony bouncing and hopping and a little unkind on him, and it's picked up and the spoils are taken there by Facu Llorente, and he puts that one away through the goals. Pony just a little bit unkind on poor Tomasito there, as we can probably see on the replay for our Polo Line viewers. Tries to take this ball forward, but Jose got hold of the play, picked it up and fizzed that one up forward here nicely for Facu Llorente, and Facu Llorente scoring there. Goal number 2 here now for Habtoor. 2 goals it is to Habtoor. Here in jugger number 1, quick change of a couple of ponies. You see them coming from that top end there by the villas and the pony lines. So the ball back into play, no waiting here. Capella. Did he get onside or not? But it's now Tomasito takes that ball forward and he sends it up for Capella. Capella coming forward here now. Capella comes up onto the play. Capella going towards goal here now. You see Haider keeping the man off out of the play. Lovely play by Haider, who allows the luxury there for Alfredo Capella to stick and ball that one away. There's a bit of a question there from some of the players thinking that Haider might have been pushing Llorente into Alfredo Capella there, but the whistle was silent. Nothing to be given out of that one. So, 2 teams will go back to the far side of the field here now for this ball to get bowled back into play. 2 goals to 1 it is. Lovely discipline, good work there by Haider Bangash. Making the pros look good. And there it is, the ball comes into play. Haider tries to get away with that one, gets hooked off out of it though. It's now left for Jauretche. Jauretche in turns hooked off out of it and the ball gets left, but it's going to be the red shirts. And it is now once again, Fernandez Llorente picks this up here. Facu comes in towards the middle of the field, uses Jauretche as a bit of protection there from Tomasito and sends this ball at the front door looking for Mohamed, but first onto it, looks like it's going to be Haider. Picks it up onto his near side and onto his stick side once again, windmilling to try and clear it away from the danger zone. The ball gets kicked off by Pony, but it's now picked up by Capella. Capella looks to come away from the players, just sneaking in underneath that one there was Haraja, but we get a whistle on that play. You can just see he was coming in underneath his arm. He thought he'd shown enough of it to him, but the big man Capella was in control of it, as we can see on the replay. Comes in for the backhand, and Jose came in on his stick side rather than their side and attracting the attention of the umpires. So we'll have a spot penalty here now in favour of Bangash by Dobson and Horrell. For Alfredo Capella to bring it into play. Alfie taps it up forward here now. Opens that shoulder up and gives that ball a monster ride up the field, just coming short of the halfway near side. Haider gets hooked off out of it by Jauretche. Jauretche turns back inside. Looks to see where he can go here now. Tries to spoil the play there of Facu. Facu, he puts it underneath his pony. Facu comes in on the play. Has to let him have the next play. And we get a whistle on it. Just had to let him make the next play. And that's why the ball was put underneath him, a line change. He thought he had taken the man and able to take it, but the umpires have just corrected him on that. And we'll have a short penalty here now in favour of Habtoor. Well, it's not a game just played between your legs, it's also played between your ears too. A little bit of chess on horseback has to come into account. And so the ball's being teed up there by Juan Jauretche for a penalty 3, a 40-yard penalty Capella's just, as captain, just asking for a clarification there from the umpire. Which has been explained to him by umpire Wright, I believe it is. Which is the captain, of course, who can ask for clarification. And any back chat or any tittle-tattle or disrespect to the umpires will be penalised. So, circling round up onto this one here is Juan Jauretche. Juancito. Up onto the play here now. Comes up, drives, shoots up over the top of the players, but it looks like it's just drifted wide. Out the left-hand side it goes, just shaving over the top of the goalpost, but just to the left-hand side. Oh, maybe you have a little bit of discussion here now. And I think they're just players just being given a bit of a warning here now. Don't want any tittle-tattle or any discontent. Let's play nicely now, Timothy, out there on the field. Let's just put things in order from the beginning of this match rather than things getting out of control. And we can just see there the two captains speaking to the umpires. Two very experienced umpires indeed, and they're just turning around and say, guys, just keep a lid on it. Let's just play nicely out here this afternoon. Otherwise, we will be throwing out the discipline. I know it's very difficult within polo. You basically have to have, they say, ice in your brain and fire in your veins. You've got to be pumped up. You've got to keep a cool head, as it is going to be Capella to bring it in here now for Bangash. Bangash is Capella, sends that one out for Tomasito on the little grey pony here now. Faku goes up the middle of the field, goes forward up onto that one there. But going back onto this first is going to be Jauretche with Haider. Haider looking to try and come in onto that play, but going up onto the wrong side, couldn't pick it up. Oh, and a good play there by Kelly, spoiling it there for Faku, but it's Tomasito comes away with it here now. Tomasito straightens this one up here now. Tomasito Fernandez Llorente going towards goal. He's a little bit wide. He's just going to flick that one in and flick it in. He does. Beautiful little touch there by Tomasito Fernandez Llorente, making it now 2 goals it is to Bangash by Dobswell and 2 goals for Habtoor. Nice play there by Tomasito Llorente. So back to the middle of the field it is once more. Will they have time to get this ball in? It's doubted that we will do before the first hooter goes. So two teams line up, umpire right lines them up, ball into play before the hooter goes, it's imminent. And trying to get onto that one there was Faku. He works like a little terrier out there. He's a Trojan for this team, and it tries to send that one out. Zaraja couldn't do so, got hooked off out of it. It's now picked up by Tomasito. Tomasito ponyed it, there goes the first hooter, and Capella picks it up on the halfway line here now. Capella taps it once more. Capella this time goes with a long bomb up the top of the field here now, looking there for Haider, falls for Haider here now. Haider comes in with the first time play, but he does just finds himself across that line a little bit as you have Juan Jauretche hunting it down. And so that there will end Chucker number 1, ladies and gentlemen, with the score being 2 goals apiece it is. So as you see, nip and tuck all the way. It's going to be a very exciting game indeed. This one is over the 5 chuckers of play that we have here. And for our Polo Line viewers, we'll now go to a few messages and adverts. So welcome back here now, ladies and gentlemen, to our Polo Line viewers. As the two teams come back out in the field to get chucker number 2 underway. Oh, we've most out inevitably starting off with a penalty in favour of Habtoor. Well, Hyder was trying to get onto that line, but he was hunted down by Juan Jauretche. So if we can clear the field, please, guys. So two teams back out in the field here now. 2 goals apiece it is at the end of chucker number 1. And we just see there Facu Fernandez Llorente. And just teeing that ball up. And it looks like we have Araja just coming onto the field here. Coming back on to join his team. And so it's effectively going to be a spot penalty. In favour of Habtoor, where Hyder tried to come onto that one. The ball was coming a little bit more across the field. And regrettably, he had to come back to it, finding himself slightly across the line rather than being able to run onto it cleanly. So the ball's placed down and players called, and Juan Jauretche brings it in. You see Llorente cutting one way, cutting the other. He goes straight up the middle looking for Mohamed, but coming onto it first will be Capella. Capella comes with a big backhand and sends it back, reciprocates, it goes back to where he started from. Does Jauretche. Jauretche checks up, comes back inside as he's been hunted down by Kelly once again. Kelly there with Facu, gets some support and some protection there as Jauretche comes forward once again. Jauretche taps it up here now. In comes Kelly, flicks that one up forward, nicely out towards the side here for Facu. Facu Fernandez Llorente. Facu checks up. You've got Araja on one of his cracking little grey ponies out there in front. And this time he tries to go with a big neck shot. He's over the top of it and he's very dangerous indeed. He's left that back door open there for Capella. Capella, though, didn't get the clean pickup he wanted. This time goes forward, goes with a show and go onto it. And just coming across him in front of it there was Llorente. As he comes across, because the ball came off the cane, he was able to come on it, and it was no way that was that going to be Capella's line. Over the top of it they go, and the backhand comes in by Kelly. Tomasito picks up the play. He's been closely marked, though, by Jauretche. Jauretche goes in there with Tomasito. Tomasito gets going forward. Jauretche comes back at him here now. He couldn't pick the next play up, but it's once again, it's going to be tidied up by Llorente. Sends a monster backhand, looking there for Mohamed or Jauretche up on the near side, but Hyder gets there first. Picks it up beautifully. Intercepted, though, by Capella. Capella thwarting that attack. What did Hyder Bangash, and it's now picked up by Tomasito. Tomasito going forward here now. Tomasito just waiting for his own player actually to clear out the way, and he goes forward on it, but he leaves it now for Capella. Capella's ball just falls short there of Hyder, and it's picked up by Araja. Turns back inside there of Tomasito. Tries to get that ball up, didn't quite get enough onto it, but it's flicked beautifully back there by Jauretche, giving the confidence now to Jose. Jose in turn leaves it now for Facu, who they all go up forward, allowing Facu to make the play. He's got players in front. He needs to let that ball do the work and pass it up the field, and he does, and just sliding onto this one here, and it will be Jauretche, but he gets hooked off out of that one there by Tomasito, who picks the ball up and turns it and sends it out wide here once again, but first onto it is going to be Llorente, but he gets a whistle on that play. You see he puts his hand to his helmet thinking it couldn't possibly be, it was my line, but the umpires say no, it is Capella's. As you can see where the ball had come from, and the umpires deciding that it was more Capella's right to that play than Facu's. So players are scrambling off to quickly change. You see Alfredo just hopping from one horse to the other. Facu having a quick chat there with the umpire going, yeah, but surely it was mine. And so the penalty will be moved forward here for a penalty in favour of Bangash. Depends on how far they move it, as it was going across the field away from goal. But it was going forward. And so they've decided to drop the penalty down here now for a 40-yard penalty, penalty 3. That's basically because the play was going across the field rather than directly towards goal. If you'd been direct towards goal, it would have definitely gone to a 30-yard penalty, a penalty 2, but the penalties to be given, whereby a team who's been fouled, we've put in a position they would have been if not fouled. So we go to the 40-yard penalty it is, being teed up by Alfredo Capella. Just checking that ball as he just circles away from it, takes a little practice swing here, does Capella. Up onto the ball here now. Alfie. Pony coming around beautifully balanced here. A couple of practice swings. Up to the ball here is Alfredo Capella. Alfie comes up to that one, gives it a good thump, and through the goal it goes. It was half deflected there, it looked like, by Hareche. His ideal would have been to put it clean over the top, but he nearly got to it, did Hareche. And so, back to the middle it is. 3 goals it is to Bangash, 2 to Habtoor. 1 mistake, 1 goal. So, ball back into play, front of the line out. Looking for that one there is, of course, it is that man, Jose on the play. Jose with it. Hareche goes forward. Sends it underneath the neck here for Hareche, but it looks like it's going to be Facundo to come onto this first. Facundo, Hareche in there to try and look after the play, but he comes in between the 2 players here. Kelly just managing to get out the way because it could have very nearly caused a collision. Underneath the neck there by Facu. Facu towards the goal, and it just goes wide. Lovely approach shot there by Facu, but unfortunately that's Facu Llorente, Fernandez Llorente even, but it just goes wide. Got over the top a little bit of the ball too much, and across the face of goal it goes, but now it's going to be Alfredo Capella to bring it into play. Alfie taps it in forward, and then he sends it out here for Tomasito. Tomasito picks this one up nicely, first time playing, fizzes that one out the front door, looking for Haider. Haider to come onto that play. Mohammed can't come in, he has to let him make the next play, couldn't pick it up. This can be how Hareche comes in, but of course Kelly's going to be hunting him down. Haider wants a bit on the near side, gets a bit of that one there. Mohammed's looking for the play, picks this one up nicely and clears it away from the danger zone. Looks for the near side play, couldn't do so. Tomasito flicks that one away from underneath Fernandez Llorente, and we get a whistle. They're all saying it was mine, but the umpires will decide on this one. Let's see what we see on our replay from Polo line. First, Mohammed was trying to play the ball on the near side, and secondly, we ended up getting a play by Tomasito. So let's see what the umpires unpick out of this one here. So they're just coming to the 3rd man for a little bit of clarification here now. And so they have come for the 3rd man for clarification. He's gone through the replays here now, and it looks like we have a penalty for a 60-yard penalty it is. And so the ball's been dropped down here now for a penalty for a 60-yard penalty in favour of Bangash by Dobson and Horrell. Taking the first play where Mohammed didn't really have too much of a near side play, but he thought he'd better try and have a go. And so the ball's been teed up there by Alfredo Capella. So the players here, of course, have to be 40 yards back from the play. Capella circles round onto this here now. Nice big shot, he's under that one well. It looks like it's going to carry all the way, but he gets stopped, plucked out the air and pulled down beautifully. Pulled out of it there though. Now Kelly comes in and steals that one away. He wants to play the backhand. No, he doesn't. He takes it deeper away, down into the corner, and this Facu hunting him down here now. Facu makes a turning play, comes back in behind him. Facu there on the play. He leaves it now for Capella. Capella coming forward. Beautiful defensive play that was though by Facu Fernandez Llorente, but Capella's going back towards the goal once again, mounting attack here now. He's got blocked in a whole load of traffic in front of him. Fizzes that one forward for Tomasito, and Tomasito goes with a driving shot, and it just goes wide. Umpire's deeming that ball he had actually taken into the back of the players rather than going into open space, which he had the option to do. So wide it is, and the ball's on the back line here now for Juan Hareche to bring into play. Underneath the neck he comes off the pony. Facu's going to have to go back for it, going back with him, of course. Don't know why they're coming across that one there, but So let's see if we can see something on the replay here, because it came off the pony and possibly cleared a new line on that one there. And so the ball's been dropped down once more for a penalty for a 60-yard penalty in favour of Bangash. Being teed up once again there by Alfredo Capella. Capella circling around here now. Facu, of course, that is Fernandez Llorente, would certainly like to be able to pluck this one down. Capella looking to put it clean over the top and into the scoreboard. Capella leans into that one, it's over the top, it's got the length, the distance, and straight through the middle, and as I said, not quite into the scoreboard this time, just drifting out to the right-hand side. Goal judge thought it was, but it did drift right. So once again, the ball's placed down here now for a hit in from the back line for Juan Haurechi. The score remained the same, 3 goals Bangash, 2 goals Habtoor. Haurechi taps it up there to his marker in the form of Facu. Doesn't go with the big one this time, takes it further this time, goes by himself, reckons he can get up past him, goes with the big shot, takes the ball at the top of the bounce, tries to get that one up for Araja first time, going back for the near side play. It is Haider spoiling it, stopping the attack there, and it's now Tomasito comes away with it, but leaves it now for Capella. Capella picks up the play. Capella goes round the players here now and out towards the picnic area side, looking to take the long way round and get towards the goals. He's got Facu up front looking after Haurechi as Facu comes back here at Capella. Facu and Capella. Capella checks up, comes up on the boards, checks up once more, comes back inside, gets hooked off out of it. Very good play there by Haurechi. Haurechi coming forward, back into attack once more. He's got Bangash at the back door, keeping things closed, but it's going to be Kelly coming up to Haurechi. Checks up, does Haurechi, and leaves the ball here now. Comes back onto his own play once again. Getting away from Tomasito into some open play. Lovely play here by Juan Haurechi. Haurechi coming forward, very dangerous going forward. The bouncing ball couldn't quite pick that one up. Tomasito collects it, tidies up now for Bangash. Taking it away from Araja. Trying to put defence back into attack once more comes Tomasito. Tomasito drills that one up forward, trying to get back onto this first. It is going to be Fernandez Llorente. Sends the backhand here for Haurechi. Haurechi puts it up here now for Araja. Araja going forward. Tomasito's pedaling, trying to get back, but possibly shows too much of that to Bangash. Couldn't pick it up, came across the line, leaves it now for Haurechi. Haurechi looking to stick a ball it. In comes Kelly once again, spoils that play, but he keeps coming forward with it. Does Haurechi, looks for the next shot, tries to get that one through, but unfortunately just goes wide. Great, tenacious defence there from this Bangash team. And so the ball's dropped down here now. And we can see that Haurechi is trying to get forward, but in comes Kelly, spoils that play. The ball kicks off a couple of ponies and ping-pongs around, but we're back into play. First 2 to goes, and Capella's coming back onto his own play once again, goes with a half swing, controlling it up. Tomasito comes in behind. He has his man Bangash, Haider in front there. Haider up onto the play. Haider, can he control it? Can he get back onto it? Yes, he can. Can he get back onto the next play? Not sure he can. There's too much traffic in front of him, but the backhand comes in by Fernandez Llorente out to the boards, clearing it away once again here now for Habtoor. But first on, Tomasito. Tomasito makes a turn there in front of Jose Raja. Comes on his near side, shows that ball too much. He's got traffic parked in front of him, has to swerve off it, and we get a whistle on the play. So, ladies and gentlemen, the first hooter had gone, so that there will end chukker number 2, with the score being Bangash 3, 2 goals to Habtoor. And for our Polo Line viewers, we'll go to a few messages and adverts.
Of course, the biggest and the most important organization, not only in Dubai or United Arab Emirates, even in the world, the UAE team. You know, we are comparing organization just in the UAE, that's mine. This is where I invest in Polo, in Dubai in general. So meeting them was not easy, even we beat them in the qualification, but everything changed. So we took control of everything from the beginning. We made the difference. We were not lucky with the last checkers, like 4 penalties in 2 minutes, and we made the mistakes. But at the end, we held up the last 5 minutes. You know, control the ball. We score 2 goals in that 2 minutes. So, but this year I invested a lot in horses. and we try to keep the same team, except we change one player. We were not lucky with the qualification, with the final by Bauti get injured, but also we were lucky that Faku was available. We just brought him on a flight immediately to come, and only 3 days before the games he's trying the horses. So I'm gonna see also in the Gold Cup the teams are very strong. I think UAE will not be the same like the Silver Cup, so I think they're gonna come back very strong, and we have to be prepared.
So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to Al Habtoor Polo Resort and Club for the start of chukker number 3 as the players come back out onto the field. I'd like to mention quickly there, we have Umar Shehu Gawa just tuning in and saying hi. I'm not sure if you're actually still in Dubai or not, or if you are actually in Abuja. Just let us know. If anybody else is tuning in, just let us know where you're calling in from, and then or viewing from. We'll see if we can give you a little bit of a shout out. It's great to have a few people tuning in and give you a bit of recognition for tuning in. It's always great. You've been able to watch the polo here at Habtoor in the Gold Cup, the Bentley Gold Cup 24. If we can clear the field, jildy guys, we'll get this match underway once again. And it looks like we're starting off with a roll in from the inside out. Clearly just ran out of time. 2-3 to score in favour of Bangash. So far right, lining these two teams up, bowls that ball into play out the back of the line, out it comes. Capella wants a bit of that one there, as does Haureche. Haureche comes in, comes away around the players, trying to get away there from Tomasito, flicks it back inside, and Tomasito comes away with the play here now. Tomasito going back with Haureche, Tomasito going towards the goal, takes a man, flicks that one towards the goal. It's a good play by him, and it looks like that one's just going to go wide. You see Jose was just thinking about trying to flick that one out the way and realised it was going to go wide, and it did. So retaining possession are Habtoor here now from their own back line by Juan Haureche to bring into play here now. Juan Ancito goes out wide with this one here. The man cuts one way, cuts the other way, and as he did, he dropped his head to hit the ball, and it was going to be Capella to pick it up here now. Capella taps it forward. Capella coming forward once again, looking to weave his way through the traffic. Tomasito trying to make a little bit of space, comes up forward here now, flicks that ball and shows it up here now for Araja. Araja gets hooked off out of it, and he slips in between the players, does Capella. He makes a good turning shot and scoops that ball up forward, but in doing so shows too much of it there to Fernando Llorente, but it's going to be Tomasito Llorente. He couldn't pick that one up as the pony hopped on him, but again, it's going to be Araja this time gets it away from the danger zone, but who's first onto it? And it looks like it's going to be Faku Llorente. But Faku Kelly wants a bit of this one here now. Faku, tailed backhand by him, out towards the boards, and then cruelly unkindly as Tomasito wants it. And a cry of anguish there from Tomasito as the ball hops out over the boards. I'm sure he didn't say anything unbecoming, but just a cry of anguish. So the ball's dropped down here now for Habtoor. For once it's Haureche. Haureche taps it up forward. You got Fernando Llorente ducking one way then the other, but showed too much of it there for Capella. Capella picks it up. Capella checks, turns, comes back inside. Capella goes on the move here now. Capella show and go on the move. Capella gets that ball at a length out there on the bounce, goes forward here now, but coming back at him well on the little pony of Bautista Bejaga is Faku Llorente. Comes up onto it, looking to pick that one up as Mohamed got ridden off out of it by Tomasito, who gathers and claims the ball once again and goes up forward here now. Up past Jose he goes, looks up forward to see where his teammates are, looking for that next shot and sends the bomb up there. It's a beautiful shot there, it's going goalward bound, and he got Kelly on the end of it, and he one more tap will do the job. And Facundo Kelly putting Bangash out into the lead by 2 goals now. It's 4 goals to Bangash, 2 goals to Habtoor. We've got a couple of players quickly changing. You see Faku quickly took this opportunity to go and change down that bottom corner whilst he's got a pony there. And the players will come back to the middle of the field for umpire right to bowl this ball in again. Capella's changing too. but they're going to be onside because they're coming from that side, which is fortuitous for them as the ball's back into play once again. Out the line, out it comes. Facu has a bit of this one here. That's Fernandez Llorente. Facu it is, tries to take this away from Capella. Capella has to yield off out of it, and this time Facu sends it up here now. He was looking for Haureche, but it falls a little short for him, and it's going to be Facu Kelly to come onto this first. Kelly opens up the backhand, looking for Tomasito, but it looks like the man coming round up onto this one here is going to be Alfredo Capella. Alfie on some fresh legs, but coming back up the middle of the field, shortening the distance, is going to be Facu. Goes with a driving shot. He's a little straight on that one there, and he might have a little bit too much wood on that one as the Weetabix were too many in the bowl for him this morning. And out over the back line it is. You see a quick change going on. Facu going to change too. We get a whistle on the play. 4-2 it is in favour of Bangash, and it looks like the umpires have possibly blown that whistle for a free change, as Tomasito just begs to change, as he just decides to hop off his pony. Just pointing out to the umpire possibly that his pony was suffering a bit of distress there and desperately needed to change, because after all, it's the welfare of the ponies that comes first. The rules of polo set up for pony then horse, and you just see a quick change there by Tomasito. Marco Vacaccia in there, giving support to Bangash from Dobson and Horrell. So the ball's on the back line here now, and it's going to be Juan Haureche to bring into play once again. Juancito up on the play here now. Taps it forward once more, brings it up. Juancito comes up forward again, in behind Kelly. This time unloads it, sets it out here now for Facu. Facu Fernandez Llorente looking to get that up to Araja, but got a little bit too much up and not enough length on it. It's going to be Capella to quickly come back inside the players. Trying to steal it was Araja. It's now left here for Tomasito. Tomasito on the play here. Tomasito goes under the neck, comes straight off the pony, and we get a whistle on the play. Looking for that neck shot to unleash these players, but it looks like it just came off the pony, drilled it straight into the pony there of Facu Llorente. Or should we say more so, Maltese Bojaga. And just having a little bit of a chat with him there as the umpire. And they have decided that this now will be a penalty from the halfway line for a penalty 5B in favour of Habtoor. So Tomasito a little lucky to not to get a yellow on that one. They've just moved the penalty up, and a little bit of a chit chat. Say, come on guys, let's be a bit careful here now. So the ball's dropped down here now for a 5B from the midfield for Juan Haureche. Haureche comes up onto the play, sends that one out there, looking there for Facu, but wants a bit of that one there. Does Capella, comes on his near side and steals it away. Facu under the neck, couldn't quite get over it enough in the rush, and it just goes wide. Beautiful attempt there by Facu Fernandez Llorente. So the ball's on the back line here now. Lovely steal from Capella, but Capella's back in possession to bring it into play here now. Capella being met there by Raja. Push this one out. Nice weighted pass for Tomasito to come onto, but coming onto him once again there was Fernandez Llorente. Now Haider up on the move here now. Haider Bangash. Mohamed Habtoor coming down the middle field. Haider couldn't quite get the clean shot he was looking for out of that one there, but checking up on it is Haureche. He knows he's going to have Kelly there with him somewhere. Turns away from him. Pulls it away here from Kelly now. Just be met there by Thompson. Lovely play there by Kelly. Sends the backhand, but there's nobody home of his team to come up with a play, and it's going to be Fernandez Llorente to come up with this one here. Trying to steal it there was Facu Kelly against Facu Llorente, and it is going to be Facu checks up, wants his men to get up forward here now. Protects the play, leaves it, yields off it, leaves it Haureche. Haureche leans into that one there, and we get another whistle driven into the pony. There's all the field. And another one into the pony. And so it'll be interesting to see where they take this one here now, because the previous one they took it to the halfway line. So just having a chat with the players here now. And so to keep it consistent with the last one, we only go to the halfway line. No yellow cards being given out, but they're just being given a little bit of a warning that if we continue to do this, there will be some yellow cards brandished. So you need to be careful, ladies and gentlemen. You don't want to be accumulating too many of them because you can get sat down for a couple of minutes if a couple in the same game, or be sat down for a match if you accumulate too many during the tournament. In fact, they have carried over from the Silver Cup, the Insignia Cup as well. And so the ball is dropped down the halfway line, and they're just waiting here now for Alfredo Capella to bring the ball into play here. Like Beresford, he can put it through from the halfway line on a good day. Let's see how he's feeling. Alfredo Capella coming round up onto the play here now. The boys have gone up forward. You see Thomas on the run. He's gone for the big shot. He sent the bomb straight over the top. Out there, slightly to the left-hand side, trying to get onto it as Thomasita, but it's cleared away there by Haurechi. Who's next onto this one here? Stealing it away there from Haider. It is Faku. Faku brings this ball forward. Faku up onto the balls. Thomasita comes to join him, and in comes Haider to join the party. Goes back down into his own line. Just going to have to check things up. Haider coming in, spoiling the play, but Faku looks like he's come away with it and yields off it, leaves it now for Haurechi. Juan Haurechi up onto this one here now, and he goes under the neck and sends that one in towards the middle of the field, and some open green country there for, Fernandez Llorente couldn't quite get the clean shot he was looking for. The change of the line, and first onto this one here, looks like it is going to be Haurechi and Kelly. Haurechi took it on the stick side, nicely onto his near side, but it's going to be Kelly to take it away here now. Kelly towards goal. Kelly going goalward bound here now, gets hooked off out of it there by Araja, and we get a whistle on that play. Let's have a look at the replay on that one there. There could have been a little bit of riding across and a bit of fishing going on, and let the umpires try and unpick this one here now. A lovely view from that end there. And the foul there was between Kelly and... It was Kelly and Jose, I think it was. But it looks like the ball's been dropped down here. Kelly reaching across the front of Jose's pony, and it's going to be Haurechi to bring it back in. Sends this one out here now for Llorente. Llorente picks that one up, going back, looking for a little bit more from the persuader. There is Tomasito closing the gap now. Tomasito working hard on this one here, so he checks up, does Faku, looks at the goal and sends this one in there. A lovely weighted pass here now for Araja through the goal it is. Didn't save that one there, I don't think, but they're back still playing on. Faku weaving his way through here now. Faku coming forward onto it once again. Faku goes with it this time. It comes off the pony and out over the back line. So an amazing save there by Capella. But it looks like Capella gets a chance to bring it in from his back line once more. Not been able to buy one out here at Habtoor at the moment in this chucker, but it's coming onto that first. Going to be Haurechi. Drags that one forward and takes it away from Tomasito. Comes off the boards, changes the line, comes up onto it. Tomasito's in there to join the party, and in comes Faku to try and take it away, but Tomasito has a bit of it too. Comes off the pony. There goes the first shooter. Onto the boards it is, and it is Faku. Faku and Faku both there together. Looks to try and turn away from it, make a little bit of space for himself and come away from it. Gets hooked, half hooked off out of it, and gets his ball moving forward onto his near side. Yields off, leaves it now for Haurechi. Haurechi coming forward, trying to get through the pack here now. Pulls it forward once again. He's gone a little bit wide on that one there. Looks for the big neck shot, goes with the neck shot in towards goal. Bangash is in there, and he's just going to shadow that one out as it trickles over the back line. And that there will end chucker number 3, ladies and gentlemen, with the score being 4 goals it is to Bangash, 2 to Habtoor. And I'll have a slightly longer break here now as we go for their half-time break at the end of chucker number 3 before we come back for the last 2 chuckers of this match. And for our Polo Line viewers, we'll go to a few adverts and messages.
Y por suerte, sí, de vuelta. Por suerte pudimos ganar hoy. La verdad que contra un equipo muy bueno como UAE, que siempre nos cuesta. Ya lo hemos enfrentado en varias finales y bueno, esta vez se nos dio. Por suerte, sí, una vez más la Copa de Plata. Se está poniendo muy competitivo y los patrones se están organizando más y hoy, como decís vos, todos los equipos eran parejos. Cualquiera podría haber estado hoy jugando la final de la Copa de Plata y Y bueno, se dio que fue UAE y Habtoor, como viene pasando hace algunos años, pero hoy tenés equipos que están al mismo nivel, con el mismo nivel de competencia y como jugadores increíbles como Capela, como Tommy Fernández Llorente, con jugadores que realmente están a la altura de cualquiera de los buenos, ¿no? Soñar podemos soñar siempre. Yo muy contento ahora disfrutando el triunfo de la Copa de Plata y sí, por supuesto que nos interesa más que nada la Copa de Oro, siempre fue el tema de ganarla como yo la he ganado alguna vez como jugador y ganarla como manager o como coach. También es un propósito que tenemos todos y bueno, y soñando sería, ojalá ganemos el primer partido de la Copa de Oro.
At Clutie, crafting perfection is an art. Every product is a masterpiece, meticulously created with German precision. Experience the journey from concept to creation. Impeccable finishes, enduring elegance. Our products redefine functionality. Clutie, the shape of water.
So welcome back now to our Polo Line viewers as well. They have a good view of the Bangash camp up there, which you can just see Marco Focaccia probably having to change some pony lists and pony order as the players are trying to work out their tactics for the last two chukkers. And you can see on the screen, and those of you here, I'll tell you now, at the end of chukker number 1, it was 2 goals apiece. At the end of chukker number 2, it was still 2 to Habtoor, and 3, though, to Bangash. At the end of chukker number 3, it was 2 still to Habtoor, and 4 goals it is to Bangash. So they're leading by 2 goals. 4 goals to 2 is the score on the board before we start chukker number 4 and the last 2 chukkers of this potentially 5 chukker match. So you see Bangash are just starting to mount back up again in the far corner there, up by the villas and the restroom. And Habtoor will be coming out of their tent shortly and be doing exactly the same to get the last 2 chukkers underway here now. And we'll go to a few stats here now of the match so far. And we can see on that there field goals, 3 by Bangash, 2 from Habtoor. Throw-ins, even Stevens, 4 apiece it is. Fouls committed, exactly the same, 4 apiece 2. Penalties, Habtoor unable to convert that one penalty opportunity they had. and only 1 from 3 for Bangash. So it's all to play for out here. Very tight, tense game it is indeed, as we start the players to come back out onto the field here now to get these last 2 chukkers underway, or as I said, potentially last 2. If they are even when the first bell goes at the end of chukker number 5, they will play that last 30 seconds. And if they're still tied, then we'll get a golden goal. So let's see what we have in store for us out here this afternoon. Capella there on that lovely little grey pony. They'll be looking to come out on some crack horses in this 4th chukker here. Both teams will be. They'll have been having some good team tactics. Bangash looking to keep this pressure on. Habtoor looking to move this ball around a little bit more around the field and keep them running. And get the opportunities to try to score and get back in touch here now with Bangash. You can see there on Polo line the IFSA lounge with all the lovely people down there. IFSA doing a great job here at Habtoor, giving support. And now we have a view of Faku and Jose making their way out of their tents, selecting a mallet or 2 and going to go and get themselves mounted back up again. And we can see, I'd just like to remind everybody that our next match is on Tuesday at 2 o'clock, which will be between Habtoor and Gantut. And a great shot there from our Polo line viewers of Juan Jauretche with his game face on. And then the second game at 4 o'clock will be Bangash versus Mara. And the equal game face there of the one and only Alfredo Capella, who's just teed that ball up on the back line. As it will be Alfredo Capella to bring it back into play. As the ball went out over the back line, it was shadowed out over the back line nicely there by Haider. And there we have a quick view there of the UAE camp after their win this morning, or win earlier rather, with the Haider Sheikh Mehta there on the left. Billy, a great asset to this organization, being run by Lucas Monteverde, who has taken this team from strength to strength throughout the world, and a great breeding program, El Avero of Lucas Monteverde's. So just waiting here now for Faku to get himself mounted back up again, as he does. And then we'll get this second half underway. Chukker number 4. So Faku's back on the field. Capella wanting to get this match underway again. So just waiting here now for the umpires to call play as Alfredo Capella for Bangash comes back onto the ball. Capella goes for the first time hit, gives that ball a ride up the field, falls a little bit short. They're going to have to try and come back for it, and it's going to be Jauretche tries to get a bit of that one there, and it's left it now for Faku Jauretche. Haider just has to yield off out of that one there. He's in front of him though. Is Tomasito, a little bit of a show and go. He's got Kelly in there trying to spoil that play. Goes forward, up on the move, goes forward, shows too much to Kelly, and Kelly sends a little bit of a backhand, but it falls there for Jauretche, but he's playing that on the near side as Tomasito comes through up onto the play, and we get a whistle on the play. So let's see what the umpires, you can see on the replay there, he's on his near side, but was he across the line of the ball? Bangash are pretty convinced about this, and they're marching themselves up the field here now. He would have been free and away. There were no defenders in front of him, so this ball will be moved up for a shorter penalty. But how far will they take it? Will they go 30? Will they go 40? Or will they go just to the 60? So So you got Capella standing up on the penalty 4 spot. And the ball's been dropped down there for a penalty 4. A 60-yard penalty here now in favour of Bangash, with Habtoor just retiring back 40 yards it'll be. As Harechi just asked the explanation from the umpire, and they're deeming that he was across that line when he was trying to play it on that near side. And we can just see on the replay for our viewers that he's actually still slightly across that line. So the ball's teed up here now by Alfredo Capella. Hyder's already in position there. Capella circling around up onto this play here now. Capella gives that ball a ride. It looks like it's going towards goal, but out towards the right-hand side. Towards the right-hand side, and wide it is. So the ball will be placed on the back line here. A sigh of relief for Habtoor as Harechi comes to bring the ball back into play once more. Juan Harechi taps it forward. Darts one way, goes the other way, does Facundo. Comes out with a play here now, but coming to it is Tomasito. Picks up the play. Takes it, leaves it now, though, for Kelly. Makes a quick turning play. Does Kelly up to Tomasito? He's got traffic to try and get through. Tomasito weaves his way through a little bit, but we get a whistle on that play. Both thinking they had the right to that play here now. Just got a little bit scrappy, not able to open this game up. Did Jose come across him in front of him on that one there, or did he just turn in behind him and push the ball into him? Let's see what the umpires decide. And yes, we do have a spot penalty here now in favour of Habtoor. Harechi looking to get this away from the danger zone and get this up the other end to the scoreboard end. Puts it out here now nicely there for Baku. He slipped his man, but Kelly comes back to him. Goes with the first time play and drills that one up forward. Up to it comes Jose, but as he does, he's come too much from left to right in front of Capella. We get a whistle on that one there. And so we've quickly got players changing here now. There's a stick change for Harechi and possibly a pony change for Capella, and the ball has been dropped down. Kelly goes as well, and play will be called. So Harechi just getting himself onside as the ball's teed up by Tomasito Llorente. Capella will come straight into this one here now. He'll tap it up forward here. Up to his mark in the form of Jose. Under the neck he goes with that one there. Try and send that one up there for Kelly. He gets ridden off out of it by Faku. Faku and Faku together. Tries to steal that one, and he does. Lovely pick up back onto his stick side, working hard as I said, but it's taken away from him back now by Facu Fernandez Llorente. Looks after the man, goes onto his near side and turns it away from the play into a bit of open space onto his stick side once again, but now this time yields off and leaves it for Harechi. Harechi gets pressured once again by Facu, working his little socks off out here once again this afternoon is Facu Kelly over the top of the ball. The players come and it's now left for Facu once again. Facu there with Capella. Goes with a show and go, and he's off on the move here now, does Facu Fernandez Llorente. A high lofted ball, it's up, it's high, looking for Mohamed, wanted to keep this in play, but he yields off that one, hoping Jose will come in, but it's going to be Alfredo Capella. Picks it up, takes it deeper down into his own territory, checks up, wants to make a turning player, come away from Mohamed there, down in front of the Habtoor camp. You see Tomasito keeping Araja off out of it, sends this one out into some open country here now, intercepted there by Harechi, but it's Hyder picks this one up here now and goes forward up onto the play. Hyder there with Kelly. They get a bit of confusion between each other on who's taking it, and the bump comes in there on Facu by Tomasito. And we get a very strong whistle on that play. Let's have a little look at this one here now to see exactly where the ball was coming to and from. He gets a thump and a bump, does Facu. And he's just clutching that left knee, grimacing a bit. I saw Tomasito just be saying, sorry, cuzzy. Coming in possibly on the ride off there, different speeds and angles. This is what the umpires will be looking for in that one there to give the decision on where it goes to. I just overheard them saying they wouldn't possibly give a yellow on it, but they will move this up for a penalty in favour of Habtoor as the players quickly scurry off to go and change ponies as the ball gets dropped down for a penalty for us. 60-yard penalty it is now for Habtoor. Looking here, an opportunity for them to close that gap. So the ball being teed up there by Juan Harechi. 2-4 is the score. 4:32 on the clock it is here in chukker number 4. Tees that ball up. Looks to circle round here and balance this little pony to come round. Juan Harechi. Up onto the play here, he drives it along the ground. Can they stop that one there? They're all trying, but Capella does. It goes through 3, but he couldn't take it any further. A little backhand there by Mohammed, but Kelly comes in and swoops it away from the danger zone here this time. Drags it forward away there from Jose and keeps it moving out towards the side. Jose comes in, tries to steal it away from him. He leaves it now for Capella. Capella says, let's get this ball out of the danger area and fizz this one up the field. Where are you, Haider? Up the front door there, Haider Bangash, but he gets hooked off at it. The ball skews out to the side. And who's coming onto this one? But we get a whistle on that play. Let us see what was going on there. You can see Haider was going for something there. And the ball came out towards the side. Were they looking for a high hook or what? But it didn't look that too high from here. I think they'll go to the third man to try and get a replay on that to be sure, where he did actually make contact with it. Bangash have already charged up the field forward on this one here now. They have gone to the third man to actually get a little bit of clarification if he can see anything a little bit more out of that one there. However, it looks like no foul has been called, and we'll start off with a roll-in. One of the umpires possibly thought that was maybe a high hook or something, but put on the replay, it looked like he was good. So the ball's in the neutral area. We'll now get the ball bowled into play off the front of the line out. Haider has a bit of that one there, and it comes away with it here, but he gets it taken away from him there by Jose. Jose Raja gets a big bump and a thump there by Haider. Comes up to it once more, keeps that swing short away from Kelly. Up onto the board, checks up, straightens himself up. Kelly's going to have to yield off. He's going to flick that one inside him. Goes with the shot here, sends that one up. This is what they Habtoor need to be doing. That's passing that ball up to Faku. Faku go goal bound here. Tomasito coming back at him. Goes with a shot there, and a lovely shot there by Faku Fernandez Llorente, putting goal number 3 on the board there for Habtoor. 3 goals to Habtoor it is. 4 for Bangash. So back to the middle of the field. It's going to be lining up in front of us here in the IFSA Lounge. 3-4. 3:20 on the clock here in chukker number 4. Is this a start of a comeback here now by Habtoor? Can Bangash keep them at bay and keep that pressure on? The ball gets bowled into play. Out the back of the line, out it comes. Looking for it is Faku, but it's taken away from him there by the great Capella, and the Capella's on the move. You see he's pushing that ball out in front a long way forward. He was reaching for it, and he's going goalward bound. He wants that 2-goal margin back again. Oh, he's left it behind, and Faku comes in and clears it away from the teeth of goal once again. Faku looks to come onto it. Tomasito comes across and picks that ball up and takes it out towards the side, looking to stop, check, control, and come back in once more. He gets hooked off out of it, and it's now taken away from him there by Faku, but in comes Capella to sort things out, and Tomasito comes out with the party and up with the spoils with the play. He comes here now. There's Tomasito, gets ridden off by Artito, gets away with it here. Does Jose, gets away from the hooking play there from Capella. Jose over that one. Harechi helps him out. Kelly picks it up here now and takes it out towards the side. Kelly gets himself facing up towards goal, but gets hooked off out of it. The ball flicks forward once again, and Kelly says, I'll have it on the near side. Thank you very much indeed. Backhand there by Faku. Ball comes up, drops down. Jose picks it up. Jose goes down, looks to try and make a bit of space for himself, tries to get away from Tomasito. Tomasito comes away with the play, gets the hook and the spoils of the ball, comes forward, trying to come behind the players. In comes Kelly. Kelly looking for a little flick shot through the goals. It is by Faku Kelly. Facundo Kelly puts goal number 5 on the board there for Bangash. Gone from strength to strength in these high goal tournaments has Kelly. Picked that one up on the near side. The ball comes up forward, and underneath the net goes Faku Kelly to put goal number 5 on the board there for Bangash. So back to the middle of the field it is once more, and it'll be Matthias Maveni to bowl this ball in. Faku quickly changes, as does Capella. lines up, ball into play, off the pony it came of Hiders. Kelly wants a bit of that one there, and he gives that ball a ride. He hears the call, but first onto it is going to be Facu Llorente, looking over his shoulder all the time to see where Kelly is. Kelly tries to steal that one, comes round from one side to the other, and we get a whistle on the play. I'll explain to him there exactly what the umpires thought was going on. You see Benny's there with him. We can see on our replay, the Polo line, he's coming up there. He's pretty comes through round him, just gives his pony a bit of a nudge from behind. And it looks like this ball, because he's riding up into the back of the horse, the umpires are possibly deemed. So this ball will now go to a 5B. So the ball's being teed up there by Juan Harichi. Play's called. Tomasita offside at the moment. At this point in time, he's going to have to get back, and Harichi is going to take this ball forward here now. Harichi brings it up. He's got Kelly coming in front of him. Brings it forward once again. Looking for a bit of help there as we have Facu comes in behind. Facu goes on the break here now. Facu takes it wider. Looking to straighten himself up. Goes with the next shot. He drills that through, but it's come off a pony and it's gone wide. And out over the back line it goes. So the ball will be placed on the back line, and Bangash will regain possession for Alfredo Capella to bring it into play. 3-5 is the score. 39 seconds left here in chukker number 4, and it is going to be Alfredo Capella. Capella fizzes that one out over the top of all the players. It's going to come down short of the halfway, and it's going to be Haureche to pick it up here now. Haureche opens up the backhand, looking for Facu. That's Facu Fernandez Llorente, straightens it up, tries to get that one off, but he didn't get the shot he was looking for, and it's flicked off beautifully on the near side there by Kelly, and Kelly takes it out towards the picnic area. It comes off the ball fortuitously for him. He opens that shoulder and drives it again. He's looking to run, but you've got Haureche coming down the inside of the field here, looking to get back onto this play, but we get a whistle on that one there. Let's see what we see on the replay here. He came under the neck a little bit there, did Kelly, but had he got himself back onto the line is what the umpires will have to decide. Or maybe it was a double whip. A Polo player may encourage his horse to move, or her horse to move faster, of course, but you have to give it time to respond before hitting it again, and the umpires deemed there wasn't enough time in that. There is an amount of time they have to give, not given, so therefore we have a yellow card there for Juan Haureche, and the ball's being teed up here now for a penalty two in favour of Bangash. Tomasito circling around here now for the short penalty. Comes in, drives that ball straight through the goals. It is. That's goal number 6 on the board. There it is for Bangash. 6 goals to Bangash, 5 goals to Habtoor, and the hooter goes, and that there will end chukker number 4. So it's 6 goals to 3 in favour of Bangash over Habtoor. For our Polo Line viewers, we'll now go to a few messages and adverts. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here now to our Polo Line viewers as the teams come back out in the field for possibly our 5th and final chukker here this afternoon. In our second match, with UAE running out the winners of that first match there. I'd just like to mention a few people who have kindly just signed in and are watching and leaving a couple of messages here now. Of course, I said we had Umar Shehu Goda, we have Abbas Aminu, who's up there in Kaduna, in Nigeria. Abbas saying, great game. And also great to see we'll have our Nigerians supporting us here and tuning in to Polo Line to watch the Gold Cup series. There's been some great polo been going on in Lagos, and it won't be long now before the Kaduna really set sail into their season, which we'll be looking forward and be watching and keeping an eye on them as well. So the best of luck to all of those in Nigeria up in Kaduna. So we have Habtoor on the field. We're just waiting here now for Tomasito to come back on. And down in the bottom corner there, he's down there with one of the umpires, umpire right. He just had to have a quick little trip to the ambulance. Bit of that magic spray or something similar before we get this 5th chunker underway. 3 goals adrift to Habtoor. So umpire right coming back here now, and you see that Tomasito's just mounted up onto a little grey pony. No, he was actually at the top end there with Matthias. So Tomasito coming back to join the two teams here in front of us here at the IFSA Lounge. So Tomasito joined them here now. So umpire Baveni just moving them off to a bit of fresher turf over there in the middle of the field. So just looking for a little bit of a gap there, a vague resemblance of it. These ponies are anticipating to get back on with this game. Into the line out it is, the ball's into play, back of the line out, Capella's looking for it, and he's just got caught up in the reins there, has Faku, and we get a whistle just to stop the players. Faku thought he was away, he just got caught up there in Capella's pony's bridle. And so for safety reasons, of course, for horse and player, the whistle will blow. And it looks like we're going to go rolling. The ball get rolled in here now, and into play it is, and it gets sent out to the neutral territory there by Capella for Hareche. Good sportsmanship there. As Hareche turns the play back into attack here now, back to the serious business end of things here now, and he sends it out here now for Jose. Jose there with Capella, realizes there with his man, has to come back onto the play, gets pushed off in front of it there, in front of Tomasito, tries to get back onto it there, does Facundo, he flicks it out, and it's going to be Jose. Jose on his near side. Jose's hungry for goals here now, trying to get away from Tomasito, but Tomasito turns around, gets the hook in, the backhand comes in to unleash Kelly by Capella on his near side there with Hareche, shows too much of that onto Hareche, and Hareche picks this one up, settles it down and looks to make the turning play, goes into the boards, leaves it behind. Kelly says I'll try and have a bit of that one there, and it's now going to be Faku comes in. Faku and Faku on the play here together, yielding off it, and we get a whistle on that play. It looks like somebody's not getting out the way cleanly enough in time for the umpires. They're told to clear. When you do, you need to get a move on. You can't still loiter around. And therefore, the whistle's gone, and we have a penalty being moved up to the halfway line for a 5B in favour of Habtoor. So, Bangash will have to retire back 30 yards here now. So the ball gets dropped down here now after having a quick discussion with the third man, of course. Ritchie on the play here now. Ritchie taps it forward. He's got Faku coming in behind. Keeps his ball moving forward. Up there to Kelly. Goes off on the yield. Goes by himself. Here does Faku. Fernandez Llorente with Faku Kelly. Can't come onto it. Can Kelly? Gonna have to be careful there. Over the top of that play. He'd left it for Jose, but there's a bit of miscommunication, and it is going to be Faku Kelly. Come away with it. Gets the next shot. Drills that one up. He was looking for Tomasito, but first onto it. Here now is going to be Jose. Here's the call of the tail. The tail shot comes in. It is Ritchie wanted to get away there from Faku, but he's got Capella there with him as well. Goes with a long driving shot. Who's got the pony? Who's got the horsepower here now? But it looks like it is going to be Alfredo up onto the play here first. Alfredo opens up the backhand. The ball gets stopped, but it's now picked up here by Kelly. Ubiquitous all over this field here today. Pony hopping and bouncing, but it's no worries for this young man here as Kelly just sends this one up the boards here this time, looking there for Hyder. Lets the ball come off. He's on. The big Balthazar is Hyder going forward for the pass there. Was Tomasito, but he gets caught up in the boards a little bit there, and the ball goes out of play. So, Ritchie, not wasting any time, brings the ball back into play. Play was called. 8 seconds is the drop time, and it's now left for Faku. Fernandez Llorente. Oh, he's made a haulix of that one. He's going to have to go back and pick it up as he's got Capella there with him. Looks like he's going to have to go by himself here now. Does Faku. Faku straightens up once more. Looking to make an approach shot into this one here, and he drills it straight into Capella, and we get a whistle on that one there. Capella's just got that ball thumped into his leg. Ambulance. So, players will go, they'll go change. Capella will be seen to by the ambulance. Hopefully nothing too serious has been done there. Looks like that ball actually has just caught him in the back of the knee or on the side, just behind his knee pad as he's just removed it. And there's not a lot of flesh there on anybody, and that really will hurt. We can see on the replay here now, he just thumped that ball from very close proximity. And so they'll just deal with Capella. Hopefully it's going to be all right to continue. As the players have changed, they're taking this opportunity to have a bit of a breather as well. We have 4:32 on the clock and 3 goals adrift. No goals have been scored so far this chukker. It's been tight. Nobody's been able to put their impression upon either team. So, a view there for our Polo Line viewers of the teams. Wishing Alfie well. Looks to me from here he's putting his knee pad back on again as the ambulance leaves. And Faku goes up to him now just to check that he's all right and give a little bit of an apology there. He certainly looked like he was connecting with that ball. He leant into it and drilled it straight into Capella. Within 10 yards of him, he was clear from him. He had the right to be there, did Capella. So, let's see what the umpire's going to take this one here to now. So, chukker number 5, 3 goals to 6 in favour of Bangash. Jose is quickly changing back onto one of his little grey ponies, Little Blanca. So the umpire's moving certainly towards the halfway line. Will this be a 5B or will it go further? Let us see. Just got to wait until they make their final decision. I believe they've probably made their decision. It's just progression of time to bring it up here, and it looks like but Benny's reaching into his oh no, he wasn't reaching into his pocket there. Thought he was. So the ball's dropped down here now for a 5B. in favor of Bangash by Dobson and Horrell, to be teed up by Alfredo Capella. So Alfie circling round here now. 4:32 on the clock it is. 6 goals to Bangash, 3 goals to Habtoor. Alfredo on the play here now. Comes in, gives that ball a ride, it's along the ground, nearly got cut out there, but this time it gets stopped there by Jauretche, picks it up and tries to take it away there from Tomasito. Tomasito comes in with the hook, but it's left there for Fernandez Llorente sends that one up the front door, looking for Jose, puts it wide there, and it's going to be Capella and Jose coming together. They try and puts it into the pocket there, but the backhand comes in there by Capella and sends it back down the boards, but this time it is going to be Jauretche once again to close it again for Habtoor here now. Jauretche turns there to meet Kelly. Kelly just has to scurry off out of the way of this play, of the first play here now. Checks up once more, looks to see where his teammates are. Drives this ball up there, looking there for Jose, but Tomasito managed to jiggle that ball out of the way. Lost sight of the ball slightly, picks it up on his near side and carries it away from the danger zone once more there. Does Tomasito Llorente, goes with the tail backhand on the near side and sends it back, looking for a man to go forward onto it, but it's going to be Jauretche to reciprocate and send it back into the throws once again. But Kelly picks it up here this time, but Hyder comes in on the near side and tries to take it away. But was he across that line at the time? Let us see, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what the replay has for us here now. And the ball comes up, and we've got 2 players coming down, and Hyder coming across as well. And I think the result of that there will be a short penalty here now in favor of Habtoor. Penalty 2. A 30-yard penalty here there, just being teed up by Juan Jauretche. Jauretche just going to walk up to this one, it looks like. Just takes a couple of practice swings. An undefended penalty. Comes in, drives, shoots, bowls that one through the goal. It goes just inside that left-hand goal post there for Juan Jauretche, making the score now 4 goals in his Habtoor, but it's still 6 goals to Bangash by Dobson and Horrell. And 3:21 on the clock as the players come back to the middle of the field this time. But can Bangash keep them at bay? Mabeni lines the 2 teams up here now. Bowls that ball into play. Off the line out it comes. But it got stopped back into the line out. Jauretche wants a bit of that one there. And Balthazar's just playing up there on Hyder a little bit. But it is now Jauretche straightens himself up. His man goes forward. Passes it out here now for Fernandez Llorente checks up. He's got Capella there in front of him. He has Jose in behind. But Jauretche goes forward. Josecito goes in, sends that one up here now for a nice play there for Jauretche, and the backhand. Oh, under the neck there by Kelly. What a play there by Kelly. But it's gone out over the back line. Jauretche thought it had gone through. Flagman said no, so what we'll possibly have here is a corner. Oh, it's a couple of amazing saving plays coming out here by Bangash this afternoon. Never say die. There you go, the little under the neck shot there by Faku Kelly. You saw Capella do the same earlier on in the same goal mouth. And Kelly giving his all as ever. And actually, by the looks of what he's doing now, he's just about unsaddled his horse. He's having to correct his tackle or something, do something after that. Very athletic neck shot there by Faku Kelly. But now we have the ball placed down for a corner, a penalty 6. A 60-yard penalty in favor of Habtoor. Faku comes up, it's along the ground, they get a bite of it, it comes wide, but it looks like that one's come off a defender's stick once more, so yet again we will have another corner, but it'll be just a little bit closer this time. So the ball will be teed up there by Faku. Jauretche coming back too. Teeing that ball up. So this time it's going to be, once again, Faku Fernandez Llorente. Oh, we've got a whistle on the play there. Maybe they come to the 3rd man just to check if it did come off the stick or off the horse. So in the meantime, you have, whilst they're looking for a replay, Faku's teeing that ball up. So Faku's teeing it up with Juan Jauretche there with him. Because there are, of course, some discrepancies if it comes off stick then horse, or stick then stick, or what it might be. So just looking to see, because there has been a question lodged there by the Bangash team. And the final result is, after a drawn out replay session, they can only see that it's actually come off a white stick, a Bangash stick. So Facu Fernandez Llorente circling around here now. Comes up to this one, gets a better shot of that one there, but it looks like it's gone a little bit wide out to the right-hand side. So the score remains the same, 4-6 in favour of Bangash, and under 2.5 minutes left to play here, and it's going to be Alfredo Capella for Bangash to bring it into play. Taps it forward, Jose comes forward. He's got Tomasito fairly close to him. He darts one way, goes the other way, keeps it on his stick side here now, and finishes that one up the front door here now, looking for Facu. Facu gets hooked off out of it there by Llorente, but Hyder comes in onto it, and it's going to be Tomasito who send it up forward once again here to Kelly. Kelly on the move out in some open space, but Facu Fernandez Llorente going back there with him, goes with the next shot and tries to drill that in. It comes off the pony, and it's now going to be a backhand there by Jauretche. Back out towards the side, but first to surface with it is going to be Tomasito. Tomasito turns, comes back inside there of Facu Fernandez Llorente, who sends this one up here this time for Hyder Bangash. Hyder towards goal, and Hyder, oh, it just goes wide. Just to the right-hand side. And so the ball's on the back line once again, and Jauretche comes back into play with the ball once more. Goes on straight up the middle of the field here now, looking for Mohamed or for Jose, but he just interferes there with Capella as the ball didn't quite reach him, and we get a whistle on that play. So the ball's been dropped down here now for a spot penalty, a penalty 5 in favour of Bangash by Dobson and Horrell. Capella, the big man. The ball being teed up there by Tomasito. Will the big man go for the one-time shot here now? We've got 1:19 on the clock it is. So Capella circling around here now. Eight goals from Argentina. Alfredo Capella. Alfie comes up, drives, shoots, gives that ball a ride, but it looks like it's got all the length in the world, but it's gone to the left-hand side of the goal mouth. So the clock tick-tocks down. Jauretche looking for this ball to be played. Players call, Cup's on the move here. Jauretche doesn't want to be wasting any time. He wants whatever he can out of this one here now, and it is going to be Facu Fernandez Llorente goes with the first time play, couldn't get the clean shot, but it does. He managed to get up past Capella and sends it up here now this time for Jauretche. Jauretche gets hooked off out of it there by Kelly, and it's now left though for Facu Fernandez Llorente. Comes back inside of Capella. Goes with the big neck shot this time, gets the top of the ball and leaves it there for Mohamed. Mohamed Habtoor comes through onto this one here now, but it looks like Kelly's going to have another bit of that one there on the near side and cuts it out to the side once again, and it's going to be Jauretche to try and make an attack once more. In comes Capella, tries to spoil his play, goes forward, but he's got Kelly there in front. Kelly, backhand, stopped his play, coming through in between the players. There's Jose, and he goes under the neck with that one there, and through the goal it is. 6 goals it is now to Bangash, but it's 5 goals to Habtoor. So the players come back towards the middle of the field, but that clock is tick-tocking down. So, ladies and gentlemen, the hooter goes, so that there will end our second match here this afternoon. The third match of the Bentley Dubai Polo Gold Cup 2024 with Bangash running out the winners, 6 goals to 5 over Habtoor. So the players congratulate each other. They're very elated. Bangash by Dobson Horrell indeed. And so, ladies and gentlemen, of course, everybody here in Dubai, we would love to see you on Tuesday for our 2 matches, one at 2 o'clock, one at 4 o'clock. And of course, if you can't make big week, we'll definitely be here next Saturday for 2 very exciting games here on field number 1 in front of us. So those in the Insta Lounge, have a wonderful afternoon, and everybody else continue to enjoy the hospitality here at I'll have Habtoor Polo Resort and Club. From myself, Adam Stone, we look forward to seeing you all here on Tuesday and certainly here on Saturday if you can't make the big games. And so for our Polo Line viewers, you can see a very happy Bangash and Alfredo Capella giving a massive hug to Faku Kelly, who played an absolute blinder again here today. We see the chukker by chukker at the end of chukker number 1. It was 2 goals apiece. Habtoor put the first 2 goals on the board unanswered. In chukker number 2, Bangash got the 1, Habtoor unable to answer. And 1 more by Bangash in chukker number 3, stoically working their way through here now. So it was 2 goals to 4 at the end of chukker number 3. At the end of chukker number 4, it was 3-6. And at the end of chukker number 5, it was 5 goals to 6. Habtoor coming back, but just ran out of time. So we see a very elated Bangash by Dobson Horrell going back up to their pony lines and the rest of their crew up there. Another great front-on view there. Haider Bangash on his big Balthazar on the left-hand side. Tomasito in the blue helmet, Alfie, and of course Faku Kelly. Some great player, very happy Headgrum there. Doing a really good job, all very happy indeed. This organisation of Haider's based over at Dubai Polo Equestrian Club. So, a very, very happy camp indeed. And understandably so. Big smile as always there from Haider. Faku there with the vet Marina. And a lovely big hug from his wife and baby. Marco Vacaccia just gone out of screen. And there's Fedivon Potosky there, who's been with Haider actually managing his team and his polo for the last 8 years, I think it is now, giving a big hug there to Tomasito. And he's actually playing with the UAE team in the first match, as you saw. And now we'll just go to a few of the best goals. That's where the man needs to be. It's Jose. Just use him, get him out front, and scored a lovely goal there. Got away from Tomasito. He's very good, very quick, and very dangerous going towards goal. But here we have Tomasito coming back at it here now, and the little grey pony comes forward once again, flicks that one underneath the neck and drags it in away from Juan Harechi. And this one here, the ball got sent up nicely there. You see Haider keeping the man off so Faku Kelly can come through and score. Great work there by Haider Bangash. And this one here, it's Facundo goes there, just not going to make any mistakes from there. Facundo Fernandez Llorente. And now we have a few people out there on the field, and we'll go to a quick interview here with Tomasito Llorente.
Thank you, Adam. Thank you, everyone over there. And we are with the winner of today against Habtoor, Tomasito Fernandez Llorente. How is the feeling to beat the second of the best teams in the season, in this season?
Well, for me today we played amazing. That's why we beat them. But it's good to have a win against Habtoor. That is a great organization. But let's see if Bangash is slowly but catching up, and we still have faith on Bangash.
In the Silver Cup, you guys beat UAE. Now you beat Habtoor. The dream is to reach the final and to win the Gold Cup is not that far.
It's always good to dream. I don't know if then we'll make it, but it's good to. At least now we have the chance. But we finished the Silver Cup. We a little bit frustrated with a bad last game, and today I think that bad game from the Silver Cup made us focus and get to today and play a good game. No?
Why do you think the level of Bangash is in this point? You know, giving fight to every team.
I think it's a little bit Bangash style. We are a little bit all the players. We are a little bit of fighters, and also we have the great support outside from Fede Potocki, Marco Focasia, and that builds up the whole energy of the team. I don't know if we are the best mounted team or whatever, but we have a really good energy and we have a good time. That is really important.
Thank you, Tomasito, and good luck on the rest. Back to you, Adam.
So thank you very much indeed for those words from Tomasito. Very happy indeed, and understandably so, with the organisation of Bangash by Dobson Horrell. And we can see our final stats there. We have Habtoor Polo 5 goals to 6. Bangash running out the winners. The field goals 4 apiece it was. Throw-ins, very even Stevens there. 6 by Habtoor, 7 from Bangash. Fouls committed, even Stevens yet again. So a very even game indeed it was, with 9 fouls each. Penalties could have been a little bit better today, with only 1 from 3 for Habtoor and only 2 from 5 from Bangash. And corners, 2 attempts by Habtoor, but unfortunately unable to convert any. But we did have a couple of yellow cards out there for Habtoor, so they'll be accumulating 1 or 2 more from there. And so, ladies and gentlemen, from myself, Adam Snowden, and Polo Line from Al Habtoor Polo Resort and Club in Dubai, the United Arab Emirates, we look forward to you tuning in again on Tuesday for our next 2 matches. Thank you very much and enjoy your evening.